Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm on board of the Seat Mo, and it's an electric scooter, another one in my channel, equivalent to the 125 cc's that you need the driver's license A1, A2 or B to ride, at least here in my country. It will be available in 3 colors. I was blessed with the white. I think the other ones are the red and the gray, and I have the pleasure of riding it and showing you how it performs, and I think you're gonna be pleased with this electric scooter. They are evolving nowadays. All these electric scooters are getting better and better. If you follow my channel, in the beginning the scooters were 3000 watts, now 4550, then 5000, then 6000, then 7000, and then 9000. Yes, there are scooters nowadays with 9000 watts, which gives you good speeds and gives you good range. The batteries also, they are improvement in quality. With I think it's an amazing thing how the electric scooters are evolving, and this one, it's no exception. All the materials here, they have good quality. I like the materials. I don't like this windscreen. It's small, at least for a tall guy like me, okay? Because even if it is for urban mobility, this one specifically here, it can reach 100 kilometers an hour, and 100 kilometers an hour, I would wish I would have a bigger windscreen protection, but it's this small one. I'm gonna talk about this small one. We have this dashboard here, which I'll talk in a while. All these levers, like I said, good qualities, they are adjustable. Then we have the reverse button here on this side, on the front, high beams, low beams and passing lights here, blinkers left and right, and the button to disarm them, and a horn. On the other side, hazard lights, info button, which change information here on the dashboard. So I have temperature of the battery, then if I press info, I have trip 1, I press info again, I have average, and I press info again, go to the odometer, and back to temperature of the battery. Riding modes, 3 riding modes. So first one, eco, which basically means it's the mode that I think if you are riding inside the city, not doing big commutes, it's more than enough for you. Why? Because with this engine and in this mode, you can reach speeds up to 70 kilometers an hour, and inside of the city, it's more than enough, those kind of speeds, and it's where you have the most range with the motorcycle scooter, because you're not pushing it to the limits. Then we do have the city, where basically you can reach the speed to 85 kilometers an hour, and finally you have sport mode, where you can reach the top speed of this scooter, which is 100 kilometers an hour. And look how fast it goes. And it stops at 100 kilometers, okay? It doesn't go more than this. And I live in an area where it's windy. It's, like I said, I would need a bigger windscreen. The brakes, they are okay. We do not have ABS, so if you do a hard stop, you have to be careful, because the rear wheel will slide a little bit. You have to get used to that. And another thing, it's the seat. The seat is wide. The seat is comfortable enough for the everyday commutes, okay? Not for big travels, but the scooter doesn't allow you to do big commutes, top 130 kilometers top range. But once you start commuting outside of the city, you're gonna put in sport mode, and the range will decrease a little bit. But what I think the seat should be improved, it's the protection of the seat, because it's very slippery, okay? Every time I move back with the bumps on the road, because of it doesn't have a material that sticks to your trousers and doesn't let you slip, I'm always moving a little bit forward, little bit forward, little bit forward, and that is more worry when you do a more aggressive brake, if you need to, okay? Then you will move forward, or you'll slide on the seat. it should have another kind of material that doesn't make you slip on it. That's one improvement they should do. The mirrors, I didn't talk about them. They have the shape that I want, good visibility, and I'm pushing this scooter, look, uphill, windy area. I'm catching all the wind on my chest, and I can still go 87 kilometers an hour, 88, and it's still pushing 90 kilometers an hour. Woohoo! Super cool. Usually 125 on that area there will stop around 80 kilometers an hour, because I used to own a 125 cc's, and I know how it behaves. And this one has torque. The engine, it's superb, really nice engine, and I like it very much. Also like the space that I have for my legs. As you can see, I have a big clearance between my knees and the fairings, so it's good. The only thing I don't like is I only have one position, the 90 degrees, but again, like I said, this is designed for urban community or urban mobility, and in the city you usually do like 20-30 kilometers commutes, so it's more than enough, and I will not complain. Then we have a hook for the groceries over there, and the ignition with a traditional key, but we can use an application, the My Seat Mo, where you can, with the application, open the seat. You can engage and disengage the engine of the motorcycle. You can locate your motorcycle if you want, and of course you receive all the notifications and alarms on the application. Of course you will have then this dashboard here, which will show in the application the battery voltage and the temperatures and all that information. And talking about dashboard, I'm going to give you a rundown of the dashboard right now. So we have here the RPMs of the electric motorcycles, basically it's what I call them, battery level, ambient temperature, we do have a clock, the riding modes, the 3 riding modes, the speed that we have, and the information that shows in the info, like I said, odometer, battery, and trip 1. Simple information, but it is there. Another thing, regenerative braking, which means whenever I apply the brakes, the regeneration of the battery, it is applied. Again, it will help you increase the range, it's mainly while you are in the city. If you are doing a commute like I am now here, where I barely use the brakes, there will be no regeneration, okay? I just have fun, I just give it throttle, and this is what we want when you are riding in these areas. It's give it throttle and enjoy this beautiful Seat Mo. Under the seat we do have storage for 2 helmets, open face helmets, no problems. If you decide for a modular or a full face helmet, you just have to pay attention to the shape of the helmet, because not every helmet will fit underneath the seat. That's the only thing. At this moment I have my luggage with all my filming gear and everything, and it works fine. I don't need to carry it on my back. I could probably have I'm sure there is a top case for this Seat Mo, but I don't need it. I have enough storage underneath the seat. And now that I've showed you how she behaved on the street, we're gonna take a look at the specs. What a spot where I usually do my specs of the motorcycles. So we have the Seat Mo here. You can take a look at the design. I think it's a really interesting design, and the best thing about this Seat Mo, it's this battery, which is removable. I will show you in a while. It's 51 volts, 5.6 kilowatts hour battery,
It takes around 6 to 8 hours to charge, and like I said, it gives you around 130 kilometers range. To remove, you just have to open the seat. There's a latch there in the middle, but you pull this lever here on the front, you pull this latch here inside, and you pull the battery out. Just like this, you have the battery out. It works as a trolley, and you can carry it home if you want. Charge it, they supply you with the cable. You have the cable here inside. You can either charge it, remove it and charge it, or you can charge directly on the scooter, whatever you want. This thing here in the front, it's an LED. It shows you when it is charging, and once it reaches the red color, it's 100% charge. Then when it's charged, you come back, connect it back to the motorcycle. Super easy, just like that. Put it in place, push it in, down, close, and you are ready to go. Now that you've seen the battery, you're gonna take a look at the front, where we do have this windscreen, which for me, like I told you, it is short. I do like the lights, everything LED, round headlight, blinkers here on the side, nice entrances, suspension, one disc, 26 millimeters, 15 inches rims with the Pirelli Angel scooter with the dimensions 120/70. Here on the rear of the motorcycle, we do have the seat, which I already told you, this material should be a little less slippery. We do have the storage underneath the seat for 2 helmets, and grips for the pillion, which are nice, LED lights all over, 1 shock absorber on the right side, 1 disc 24 millimeters, and the engine, it's on the rear wheel on these 14 inches that comes equipped with the Pirelli Angel, the scooter. In this case, the dimensions is 140/70. The total weight of the Seat Mó, 152 kilograms, from which 41 come from the battery. Thank God it is a trolley system, and it's easy to carry, as you saw previously. Now we're gonna go for a little commute so I can talk a little bit more about the scooter.
Okay, let's start the scooter. So ignition, all the lights turning on in the dashboard. First thing you have to do is press one of the levers and press the mode button. It also works as a ready button, okay? Once you press there, information ready on the dashboard, the scooter is ready to go, okay? If I give it throttle, it is going. Another thing I forgot to mention, here on the riding modes, we have the City, Sport and Eco. This information here, it's basically the range that you have in the different modes. So, at the moment in Eco, I have 89 kilometers, in City, I have 69 kilometers, and in Sport, I have 54 kilometers. And since I am now in the city, I'm gonna do Eco, and we're gonna go on my commute. Super simple, just to finish this video, just to talk to you a little bit about the suspensions, okay? They are okay, they do a nice job of absorbing the impacts on the road. Nevertheless, they are not the same as a traditional motorcycle suspension. And then again, none of the scooters have the same suspension ability as a traditional motorcycle. So, for a scooter electric with good storage, good speed, good range, suspensions are okay. The brakes, I already told you how they work. They work just fine, and I just think I'm gonna overtake this one. And as you can see, even in Eco mode, I can easily overtake in the middle of the city, and I don't need to go for city or sport. And here we go. One thing I did 30 kilometers with this Mó since I picked it up. It was full 100%, and now it was around 70 kilometers, so I spent around 10% every 10 kilometers I did, riding 95% of the time in the sport mode and giving it full throttle all the time, okay? As you saw in the review, I was always trying to push the scooter to the limits. I just changed for Eco and City to show you that it was possible. Which means if I do my commutes to between Sintra and Lisbon, it's my home and where I work, 25 kilometers I will lose 25% battery if I do ride on the sport mode. I could go in eco mode, but on the fast highway, like the roads that I need to go, the sport mode it's more interesting for me. Okay, then I arrive to Lisbon, I change for eco, I do my commutes or whatever I have to do, my little tours there, save battery, recharge the battery to regenerative braking, and when I want to go home, eco mode again and back to home. And with this thing I do have battery for a day and a half. I could go, come back and go again, and after that I definitely would need to charge the battery, because I would not be able to return home, because I have a heavy fist. I like giving it throttle. And basically guys, this is what I wanted to show you. I hope that you like this review of the Seat Mó. I have to say thank you to Santo Galo here in Portugal, Cacém, for their for being nice to the channel, lending me the scooter. I have also to ask you guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to receive my future videos, either electric or traditional motorcycles. Follow my other networks, and I really hope I can see you in the next one. Bye!